Hi friends, thank you for joining me today. If this is the first time you are in my channel, thank you for clicking this video and welcome to my channel. And if you are an existing viewer of mine, thank you again for joining me here in my channel. And thank you for watching my channel. I hope you like the content that I bring in. So my intent of starting this channel was to make people realize that makeup can be very simple. It don't need to be very overcomplicated. I can understand nowadays there are like thousands of products coming out in the market and it could be really overwhelming, but you should know how much makeup you want to do and what is right for you. So for that reason, I am starting this series where I'll explain about each and every makeup product that is out in the market, or the makeup products that we use in our day-to-day makeup routine or in a full glam makeup routine. So yes, I'm going to cover all the makeup products and I'll share the knowledge that I already have. In no way I'm saying that I'm a makeup artist, but I have been doing makeup since long and I have been watching videos and reading articles regarding makeup. So I'd like to share my knowledge with you all and really want you to know that makeup can be simple, can be really uncomplicated. It need not be complicated, and don't be overwhelmed with the word makeup. Makeup is not something to make you feel, too stressed about, or to feel like it's something that you can't do. You can do. It's you who have to decide what do you want and how much you want. Use makeup to enhance your existing features. Use makeup to uplift your mood, to uplift yourself. Use makeup for fun, but don't use makeup to cover yourself or to look like somebody else. You can get inspired with somebody else's makeup, but don't try to look like them, because you are already beautiful. With makeup, you are going to enhance your beauty. So I'm starting this series where I'll explain each and every product that are used in the makeup world and how to use them, what are the various types, and we will also discuss like whether you need it or not. It finally depends on you whether you want to use it or not, because you know yourself the best. So you can decide for yourself whether it is needed for you or not. Can you do it without, can you do your makeup without a product or not? It's totally up to you, as you know what is the best for yourself. So the first product that we will be talking in this series is the primer. So primers, why do you need a primer? Till few years back, I had no idea that there is something called as primer that exists in this makeup world. I used to think that okay, there is this foundation which I put on my face and just make my face look uniform. But do you know that to make the foundation look uniform, you need it to cling to something, and that's where the primer comes in. So what does the primer do? So the primer gives a base for the foundation to cling on. The primer helps in extending the wear of your foundation and other makeup products that you're using on your face. Primers also helps in addressing the skin concerns, like there are green primers which helps in reducing the redness on your face. So before you put the foundation, you put that primer, and if you have a lot of redness and you're using a green primer which is intended to reduce the redness, it will help in reducing the appearance of the redness on your face. Similarly, uh, there is this peachy tone primer that helps in brightening up the skin and helps in reducing the look of the dark patches or the dark spots on your face. There are some primer out which helps in reducing the look of the pores. So if you have larger pores, then you can use the primer to fill them up, and when the foundation goes on top of it, it just looks flawless. Coming to the types of primers, there are many types of primers nowadays in the market. Primers can be matte or luminous. So now in matte, they can come in various forms. So you can get something like this, which is like a silicone based primer. So this kind of primers usually helps in covering up the pores very well, and you can use them with the powder foundation or the liquid foundation. I usually like to pair them up with the powder foundation more. Now the matte foundation can also come in the form of putty. What is a putty primer is basically it is a very thick creamy primer with some slide. Do you know how the putty that the kids play? Yeah, this has something, the texture is something similar to those. The matte primers can also come in creamy form. So now coming to the luminous primer. The luminous primer again can be creamy. They come in putty form. They also come in oils. So yeah, this is, you can use this kind of oil primers or the oily primers for your foundation routine, and they provide a great base as well as provide a lot of luminosity for your foundation to go on and for your face to get that glow from within. You can also use your setting spray as your primer. You can use this kind of primer to help the foundation cling in, and this will not address the other concerns like pores, redness or patchiness or anything. So these are just great to extend the wear of your foundation. Which kind of primers should you be choosing? It depends on the type of skin that you have. Depends on the type of skin concern that you want to address. So for example, if you have oily skin, then you don't want to go for a lot of moisturizing primers or oil based primer, because maybe end of the day you will look quite greasy. So go for the matte primer, but you can also use a moisturizing primer underneath and then go with the matte foundation. That also works. So the moisturizing primer will still provide the moisture to your skin and bit of luminosity. At the same time, the matte foundation will cover up and help in producing less oil eventually. But you might want to avoid the oily kind of texture in your primer so that you don't end up looking greasy by end of the day. If you have very dry skin, you might want to go for the oily primers or the luminous and moisturizing kind of primers. They are a great way to hydrate your skin and keep them hydrated throughout the day. They also obviously provide a great base for your foundation to go on and to make you look glow from within. If you have a combo skin like me, where we usually get oily on certain part of our face, you might want to go for mixing two kind of primers. Like for example, I like to put some matte primer on the middle part of my face and a luminous primer on the rest of my face. See, I have pores and I have oil concern on usually on this area. I just apply the matte primer on these areas and I stick with the luminous or the luminous primer on the rest of the face. It finally boils down to what are the concerns that you have with your skin, what is your skin type and what is your preference for the foundation. Do you really need a primer? I would say you should have one, but you don't necessarily have to do this extra step all the time. Like for example, if you are going for a short grocery trip, you don't have to wear a primer, you can just slap on some BB cream or just put some powder foundation and get going. But if you are you know that you are going to stay outside in hot humid climate where there are chances that your makeup might just get wiped out, or you are going to sweat a lot, you might want to wear a primer. Or if you're going for a party where there will be a lot of lights and stuff and you want your skin to look really flawless, maybe you'd like to put some primer on those occasions. Or in general, if you are wearing makeup from day to night or morning to evening, then you might want to have a primer underneath so that your makeup looks the same in the morning as well as in the evening. So yeah, this is all about the primer. I hope I was able to help you with the concept of primers and how to use them, and what are the various types, and I hope I was able to clarify any doubts that you had for primers, and that you are also in a good position to decide whether you need a primer, what kind of primer you need going forward. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are not already following me on Instagram, kindly follow me. I share a lot of tips and tricks over there related to makeup. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. It will help in growing my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Take care, bye bye, and keep smiling.